So question 6 here is asking if we can solve an equation by clearing decimals. Yes, we can solve an equation by clearing decimals. What we're going to use here is known as the power of 10. But let's give you an example here where we use the power of 100. So clearing decimals and solving equations. So here we have 200 times x plus 8 tenths equals 10 and 4 tenths. So what we're going to do here is we're going to multiply everything by 100 using the power of 100. A quick little recap, we count the zeros. How many zeros are in 100? 2. And that entitles us 2 jumps from left to right on decimal placement. So 100 times the entire equation, the left side and the right side of the equation. So we're going to distribute the 100 here. We're going to multiply 8 tenths by 100, and we're also going to multiply 10 and 4 tenths by 100. Okay. Let's begin here. Clear up some spaces here. So this entitles us to 2 jumps from left to right. Let's begin here with 200 times x. All right. 1, 2. All right. Moving on to our next term, our 8 tenths, 1, 2. And then moving on to our third and final term, 1, 2. There we go. So 10 and 4 tenths. Well, we have here an extra space, if you notice. So we're going to insert a 0 here as a placeholder. Okay. Now let's clean this up with our new decimal place values and eliminate the 100 here. So what we're left with is 2x plus 80 equals 1040. All right. Now we're going to solve for x here. Let's begin solving for x. So we can subtract 80 on both the left side and the right side. So let's start there. That's gonna, our 80 on the left side cancels out, leaving us with 2x. All right. And now let's begin subtracting 80 on the right side. So 0 minus 0, well, that'll give us 0. Our 4 will become a 14. We're going to borrow from the 0. The 0 becomes a 9. And we're going to ultimately borrow from the 1 here in the thousand place value, and that becomes a 0 here. So 14 minus 8 is 6. 9 minus 0 is 9. And then we have 0. Simply dropping. So we're left with a difference of 960. But the x is still not isolated. In order to isolate the x, we're going to divide both sides by 2. Alright, so this 2x, well, it'll cancel out, isolating our x. And what we're left with here is x equals 960 over 2. Now, if you want to take it a step further here, we can even find the division here. So, how many times does 2 go into 9? 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8. 9 minus 8 will give us 1. We're going to drop down to 6. 2 goes into 16. 8 times 8 times 2 gives us 16. 16 minus 16 gives us 0. And we have 0 dropping down on another 0. And 2 can go into 0 times here. So we're left with 480. So x equals 480.